Pretty crazy look, right? Best part, you'll know exactly how to do this after finishing this tutorial because I'm going to be giving you access to this footage. Now, it's not your fault if your cinematic looks are not up there. It's because to create a cinematic look, you're going to have to push your look. And what happens when you push your look? If you're not experienced or if you don't have the right skills, your look will fall apart, colors will look nuclear, and in turn, it will give it that amateurish beginner look. So in this video, I'm not only going to show you how to fix those mistakes, I'm also going to show you how to take this image that's already looking so good and stretch it all the way to that point and still make it look like it was shot on film. It requires finesse, it requires years of experience, and it requires a lot of skills to get something like this. But good for you, because the way I packaged it, you're gonna know exactly how to do that in minutes. For those that don't know me, my name is Qazi. I've worked with brands like ADIDAS, Amazon Prime, Universal Studios, and I make no bullshit straightforward color grading tutorials so you can work with your dream clients. All right, guys, we're jumping right in, and I'm super pumped to be doing this because you're getting access to this footage, and there's just no better way to learn than practicing it on the same exact footage. So link to that is in the description. Just go ahead, pick it up. I would say, like, start the tutorial once you have the footage loaded up. This is from a music video that I created for Zohair. He is mega star in Morocco. He is generous enough that anytime I work on his videos, he lets me use the footage. So I've already gone ahead and done some preliminary work. It's shot on Sony FX3. We're converting it from Sony S-Log 3 to DaVinci Wide Gamut, and then on the output device transform, we're converting it from DaVinci Wide Gamut to Rec 709. Okay, so this is our log, this is our Rec 709 conversion. So far so good. First thing that we need to do is look at our image and see where it's at, what it needs. To my eyes, just as a professional colorist, it's too bright. And to really confirm that, I'm going to be using a third-party utility called QT Charts. You can try out the free version. Link is going to be in the description. Once you have it, scroll down, just select QT Charts. We have all these different utilities to check our image before we hit export while you're building your look or QCing your look. So I'm calling this node QC because this is where we're going to see where everything is at. So under output monitoring, I'm going to select false color. It's already showing me that this is pretty blown out. And then even this is a bit too hot, right? So he's going into like +2 stops. And that's what I told you. Like I knew that this footage was just like really up there. So by using this, I've gone ahead and just balanced the image, just brought it down, and I'm using my linear gamma method. Okay, if you want to learn more about that, I have a whole video. You should definitely check it out. Drop the Luma mix to 0 and then just use my gain to drop it down. Okay, so like just pull the sting out. And now if I go back to my QC, now he is nice, like right around here. Okay, so like right around here, like he's just a stopover, and that's okay. The stopover because he should be, like with his skin tones, he should be sitting there. So we made a massive difference. He was like 3 stops over, we brought him down quite a bit. Okay, the next thing that I did with my lift gamma gain, I was able to just add a little bit of punch into my image. Now is the time for some fun. We're gonna jump right in. We're gonna start creating this crazy look. And I am using my Perfect LUT, which you guys can get access to. You need this LUT in your life, okay? So there's this video that you should check out if you want access to this particular LUT. Otherwise, you can just use resolves like Kodak 2383. This LUT is built off of my concoction of the 2383, which is just to die for. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna go under LUTs, and I'm gonna go under Qazi, and I'm just gonna double click on this and drop it on. When we come, I mean, come on. Like, what? Just look at this. It is so perfect and nothing is cooked. Look at, we got all the information that you need. I mean, to be honest with you, we're done. I mean, this looks freaking money. So if you're interested in my Perfect LUT, watch this video because I give you a complete breakdown on what went into creating it. I'm gonna apply it on multiple different scenarios so you can see it for yourself, what makes it so robust and why I call this the Perfect LUT. So I'm gonna call this our look. Now, all I'm seeing is that the background is brighter than him. That is just never a good sign. I wanna individually control the background, and then I want to control him. I just want to have full control over my image. That is the name of the game when it comes to color grading, and you want to get there as fast as possible. Detecting the problem is always the first step. When I was new to color grading, I would just start moving around all these things without knowing anything. I just wouldn't have any idea. I would just be like, if I'm doing something, like something good is gonna come out of it, and that's just nonsense. That's not how it works, okay? So I'm gonna go right here, actually right here, and I'm just gonna call it background, okay? I'm gonna drop in depth map, okay? Once I drop it on, this goes to the depth map preview is already turned on. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start using my panel, but you guys are gonna see what's happening here, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and activate our resulting map adjustment, and I'm gonna start doing this like right here. And then as soon as I invert it, all I wanna do is go and select all of this, do a pretty good job, something like that. I'm gonna hit process. So it's a really clean result. Like you're seeing like what it's doing, right? Like it's absolutely insane. And now all I wanna do is just come out of it. So I'm gonna turn off the preview. And then at this point, we're done and done. Now I can just go in my primaries, lift gamma gain. And let's just say I take my gamma and I start pulling it down, and I take my lift and I start pulling it down. And like I said, you have to make things look fake first before they look better. Okay, so like we're making it look fake first to see how far we can go. That's the entire idea about look building. Because guys, come on. If I were to show you like these looks, right? These, one of my favorite colorists, Parker Jarvie, right? Works for Company 3. I mean, look at all of these looks. Nothing looks realistic, but it looks billion times better than realistic. That's the whole idea. I got into Porsche, and this commercial was one of the things that kind of pulled me into it. It came out years ago, and it just crushed it, and it aged so well. But like, just look at every single look that he's creating. I mean, look at this, right? So if you want to go that far, you got to do something crazy. And that something crazy is like, you have to push your image so far first. And now we just go, okay, so dial it back. Let's not get too crazy. So I go, man, this is looking like green screen. This is like really, really like just pulling out of the background, right? So like maybe we don't do anything with gamma. So then we keep that contrast in the background, right? And I'm just like looking at this, and I don't want to make it fake. Man, this is looking really, really good. Look at what we did. How much life we added in our background. We're not done yet, because what I want to do, I want to go under my hue versus hue. I want to swing that and just add some cyan into my clouds, right? So like go too far, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. This is looking very good. Okay. Now what I want to do is just pull the saturation down just a little bit. So I'm going to go here, select this again, pull it down. So now you're picking up on the name of the game, right? Like go too far and then pull it back. So this looks so good and so realistic. I'm buying that, okay? I'm buying it all the way. Can we just add more, like maybe raise it up a little bit and then pull it down? Because it's a music video. We want to have fun with it. So if I do before and after, this is looking really good. I'm going to use my offset in HDR now. And let's just start like seeing where we want to take it, like the overall background. So maybe we want to do something like this. Gave it so much life, and we just like kept the warmth in there, and everything is looking really, really good. We can do 0.335 for our contrast, and then go under contrast and are cranking it. You see what I mean? Like how you just have to go and go and go and push, just massage, 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 massage. Push it too far, pull it back. Push it too far, pull it back. You know, that's just the entire name of the game. What's happening with our highlights? Are we happy there? Let's go in our QC and just look at this. Okay, so that's what's happening. So in this case, what can we do? Can we just go in our HDR, and can we go in highlights and only pull this part back a little bit? We don't even have to pull it back all the way. So we can just do, no. So we can do 0.15. Just that much, because it's okay. It's the sky, so it's gonna be hot. This is very realistic. So if I go before and after, I mean, just look at the amount of difference that we made there, okay? So this is where I'm gonna keep the background. When we are starting out in the world of color grading, it's too intimidating because we don't know where to begin. But like when you just look at it as like problem and solution, it's very simple. We need to pop him out from the background. Let's work on the background. Ended up with this huge change. Now, let's work on him. And speaking of problems and solutions, you know, the biggest problem is the mistakes that people make when they're first starting out. Nothing will cost you more clients and opportunities than these 5 killer mistakes that are absolutely ruining you right now. So if you want to get a leg up, then watch this absolutely free training, no strings attached. The value packed in there is worth maybe 6 months worth of content that you're gonna jump from video to video on YouTube. So check it out, link is in the description after you finish watching this video. I'm gonna go right here, I'm gonna call it skin, okay? And here what I wanna do is I wanna qualify it. Why not? We're gonna do it in a professional way, in a controlled way. We're gonna be fine. I'm gonna take my width, I'm gonna start killing it, bring it somewhere around here. I'm gonna take my low and I'm gonna bring it in something like this. I'm gonna take my high, park it here, and I'm okay with the rest because I want to grab the rest. So now I'm just gonna go in my denoise, keep it somewhere around here. I'm gonna go under my blur radius and just keep it somewhere around here, come out of it. And now all I want to do, pop them. Okay, so I'm just gonna do gamma and gain together. That's the beauty of the panel. So I'm gonna raise my gain as I pull my gamma down. So just watch what's happening here. Like on the surface, it doesn't really feel like we're doing anything. First of all, we're gonna turn this off so we can like really just have fun with it. And then I'm gonna go in the opposite direction the same way too. And if I do before and after, just look at how far we have come. I mean, this is crazy. So I'm gonna dial it back. We already, like obviously we pushed it, you know, and then we dialed it back. So like, look at how much life we gave it. We just made this image so 3D. And now we go to our background, we turn that on, and this is the image that we're working with right now. This is absolutely amazing. Like and now I'm gonna go in my gamma and just give it some more life. But even something like that. And if I do before and after, do we wanna mess with it a little bit more? Why not? So this is where we are. And now I go under my gamma and I turn this on. And if I just take these 3 nodes and I turn it on and off, I mean, come on, like what just happened? I mean, this all happened right in front of you. Look at what we created. And now I go to our Rec 709. This is our log. This is our Rec 709. This is where we're at, guys. One more step, by the way. But now, if somebody's going, dude, what did you do? Like maybe something is not looking right. It's too saturated. It's too crazy. Like what's happening? Again, let's look at different examples from the same colorist and skin tones and how he's playing and what he's doing, depending on each project. Same colorist, same company, different projects. Look at how saturated this skin tones is, right? Like it's crazy. I mean, look at this, the vector scope. Okay, let's go here. There's barely nothing there. All right, that doesn't mean the different pigmentation, one is darker, one is brighter. No, it's the entire image is completely different. What's happening here? Totally different. How subdued it is. Look at this. Why it's so like green and yellow. That's the look that they're going for. What's happening over here, right? It's like every single, like look at it. This is the freaking die for. That's like one of my favorite work from him. Oh, it looks so good. But what's happening here? What is this? What is this skin tone? Like this makes absolutely no sense because don't take it so seriously. Every project is going to require something different. Now, one thing that I am seeing is that he is looking a little red, and we can confirm that by going into QC, and then we're gonna just like do skin hue indicator and voila, boom, nailed it. It's like way too magenta, like right here. Like his skin actually has magenta, so a little bit we're gonna leave. We're not gonna put all of it out. So we're gonna go back. Now, the last thing that I want to do is I want to pull the saturation down just a bit in the skin tone. So I'm just going to do 45 here and I'm going to hit enter. And that is it. So like if we turn this on and we look at this now, this is where we are, right? This makes purchasing a panel a no-brainer. This result would have been impossible to achieve if I'm doing 1 and then 2, 1 and then 2. But here we ended up creating such a realistic, crazy punch just by doing 2 things at the same time. Now, the final step, texture. Let's just call it character. I'm gonna go ahead and type in look, and we're gonna be using Resolve's film look creator. It is so important to add texture. If you really wanna bring the entire thing together and sell it, this is the last step. Obviously, when you drop it on, it looks all crazy. So go in your color blend, kill it, go in your look or film look blend, kill it. And now all it's doing is just working with these, giving you vignette, giving you halation, giving you all of that. I'm gonna go under grain though, and I'm gonna change it to 35. And that's it. So it's doing a beautiful job, because if I do before and after, I mean, look at what it's doing. It's not bad. Like, it's really good. And the grain is like really heavy and thick. And guys, like, look what we just created, okay? So if I were to take this node and these 3 nodes and like go before and after, I mean, come on. Like, tell me this doesn't feel like this was literally captured on a film negative. I mean, look at this. This to that to like how thick the reds are. Everything is working. Every single step that I showed you here, like, let's just see what this LUT is doing. I mean, come on. This LUT is to die for. It's insane. So now if we go to our Rec 709, our log to Rec 709, and then this is what we ended up. And this is how you create, and it's gonna latch on. Of course it's gonna latch on. And this is how you create a believable cinematic look that will make people wonder if this was actually shot on film. So there you have it. Super easy, super simple. Hopefully this will help you avoid these mistakes when you're creating a cinematic look. Also, if you're interested in the tool that you saw here, you want to get the toolkit, you can get $100 off with this coupon right here. It's also in the description. You can also save $100 on my masterclass. So links to all of that is going to be in the description. Check it out. We have limited coupons available. It's on first come, first serve basis. That said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, fam.